This is how to stop sleep paralysis fear. Hello guys and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining in this video, and today's video is going to be about sleep paralysis and how to stop being scared of sleep paralysis. A lot of us want to stop being scared of sleep paralysis because we want to be able to use it to induce a lucid dream or an out-of-body experience, or even just see what it's like to be in sleep paralysis consciously. But because sleep paralysis is so intense and there are so many physical sensations of sleep paralysis, it can definitely be a little bit overwhelming and scary in some cases. So in this video, I wanted to help you understand sleep paralysis a little bit more and how it's actually super powerful for experiencing altered states of consciousness. The first step to stopping your sleep paralysis fear is understanding REM sleep. REM sleep happens roughly every 90 minutes in our sleep cycle, and as the night grows longer, the REM stages get longer as well. So this means after about 4.5 to 6 hours of sleep, that's going to be one of your longest REM stages for the entire night. REM is our dreaming stage of sleep, so this is where we're dreaming, this is where we're able to have out-of-body experiences, and this is also when the body is in sleep paralysis naturally. If sleep paralysis didn't paralyze the body during dreams, then we would punch a wall or act out our dreams physically, and obviously we don't want to get hurt, so sleep paralysis is actually very useful. Since we know that REM sleep is dreaming sleep, this must mean that when we get conscious in sleep paralysis, we are half dreaming. And this is also why we experience scary things during sleep paralysis, because your mind is half dreaming, half awake. So you're going to see dream images in your physical waking environment. I know you can't really full on open your eyes during sleep paralysis, but a lot of you will try to open your eyes and see something completely scary and get freaked out. And that's because if you're already feeling freaked out, then since you're in a thought responsive state, it's going to take your emotions and amplify them in the experience. So if you're having a good time in sleep paralysis and you think it's super chill and you're really enjoying yourself, then you're going to experience things on that level and you're going to continue to have an enjoyable experience. But if you're feeling a lot of fear, if you don't really know what's happening, or you keep on making these what if kind of situations in your head where you think someone's in your room, then if you try to open your eyes, since you're in a thought responsive state, your mind is going to create that since you're half dreaming. And as we know, in dreams and lucid dreams, if we expect or intend something to happen, it just pops up right in front of us. And this is the same way with sleep paralysis. As soon as you think of something, it pops up in your physical environment because you're half dreaming and you have the ability to manifest things at will. So if you just wake up in sleep paralysis or you're trying to induce a sleep paralysis experience, really pay attention to how you're feeling and your emotional response to having that experience. Because if you are having a negative or an anxious response to experiencing sleep paralysis, then you are going to experience things on the same level. But if you're able to find a reason to get excited about sleep paralysis or find a way to not be scared of it and just be intrigued by it, then you're going to experience the same things on that level. The most important thing is to know that it is a thought responsive state. Everything that you're thinking is amplified in the experience. So play around with this and start to have silly thoughts, or just think of something really random that makes you laugh or that makes you happy during sleep paralysis, and it will actually change things in your environment to match what you're feeling. So you don't have to be scared during sleep paralysis. Couldn't talk there. You don't have to be scared during sleep paralysis. You can always switch it around and have a good experience, but it is dependent on your thoughts and your emotional response to what is happening around you. Another way to stop sleep paralysis fear is knowing that you cannot get hurt during sleep paralysis. I know that the sensations and the symptoms can be really intense of sleep paralysis. You can hear noises, you can see maybe shadows in your room. Really anything can happen during sleep paralysis, but one thing that cannot happen is physical pain or getting hurt. It's like a dream. You may have a dream of getting hurt or something scary happening, but it didn't actually impact your physical body, and that is the same way with your sleep paralysis experiences. Before you try to induce sleep paralysis, I would recommend just getting lucid in a dream, if possible, if you already know how to lucid dream, and just practice interacting with things that make you nervous or uneasy or even scared, because that will really help you anchor that calmness and mindfulness that you need in sleep paralysis without ruining the experience because of unnecessary fear. A lot of people will say that you'll lose your body in sleep paralysis if you try to have an out-of-body experience, or you can get physically hurt, trust me, I've been doing this for most of my life, and I've been helping others do this for most of my life as well, and there has never been a situation where someone has physically gotten hurt or something negative along those lines. Literally, the only negative thing you will experience is fear, and fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not even there. You just think it's there. It's what you're perceiving. But once you know it's your emotional response that is creating that and can actually change that, then you can have full control over the experience. And I know some of you may say, well, I'm not thinking of scary things. I don't feel fear. I just see things and they freak me out. Well, try to make this a game. Start to think about things that really make you happy and excited, and start to have a fascination about sleep paralysis. See what happens then. I guarantee your experience will be different in a positive way. Another thing to keep in mind is sleep paralysis is an almost immediate gateway to a lucid dream or an out-of-body experience. All you need to do is overcome the fear of sleep paralysis. Nothing's going to hurt you. You don't have to do anything crazy in sleep paralysis. All you have to do is sit there and just relax and not ruin the experience, and you will break through the fear barrier and be able to have lucid dreams or out-of-body experiences literally whenever you want. Most of my lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences come from inducing sleep paralysis, if I don't randomly get lucid in a dream anyways. And it's really amazing if you can learn how to anchor sleep paralysis and completely get rid of the fear, because fear is literally like a barrier. Once you get past that, it's really hard to experience anything that's scary, because you've already broke through the illusion of fear in your experiences. So as you can see, all it really takes is one time of facing your fear and breaking through the fear, and it will change your experiences in the future that you have. Last thing to keep in mind is sleep paralysis happens to us every night, and it is a natural part of our biology. This doesn't mean that you're experiencing anything demonic. A lot of people say that sleep paralysis is dangerous. It is not dangerous, it is not demonic, it is something that we experience every single night, and that it is a natural part of our biology. It literally is to help us not act out our dreams. So there really is no pain or harm to sleep paralysis, especially just becoming conscious of a natural process. So don't let anyone talk you into the thought that sleep paralysis is something negative or that shouldn't be explored, because we go through it 5 to 6 times a night anyways. And I'm telling you, I promise you, once you face that fear and sleep paralysis for the first time, you're going to feel unstoppable. And once you figure out what works and what doesn't work when it comes to inducing sleep paralysis, you will literally be unstoppable when it comes to this practice, because you'll be able to induce a lucid dream or an out-of-body experience literally anytime you want, because you've learned how your sleep works. You've learned how your body works. So that's why I've created so many videos on sleep paralysis. It's a huge topic, and I really want to be able to help you guys in any way that I can. And if you haven't checked out the sleep paralysis playlist that I have on my channel, definitely check that out, because it is a playlist just full of videos of sleep paralysis that will help you if you are struggling with sleep paralysis in any way. Also, definitely leave your questions down below if you have any questions about sleep paralysis, if you are dealing with sleep paralysis or haven't even gotten sleep paralysis yet. I would love to help you, but if you haven't checked out that sleep paralysis playlist, that will answer a lot of your questions that you do have. If you guys want to learn how to induce lucid dreams in 30 days or less, make sure to check out my 40-part lucid dreaming video course, and there is also a code that you can use for 50% off that will be in the comments. Alright guys, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining, and as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity.